Hey everybody, welcome to the Dad Challenge podcast. My name's Josh. Thanks for joining me. Today we're talking about a series called Born to be Viral. I don't want you sleeping on this series. A lot of people have asked me about it already. It is on Hulu and Disney, but they've also got a YouTube channel, which means fair use. And we can take a look at some of the clips and some of the people that they've interviewed, including the Fishfam. And man, get ready to pull out your family vlogger book of rules because they try every single one of them and fail every single time. So let's talk about it. So they're talking about, okay, so let's just look at the preview before we do it, and I'll give them a view because, you know, they made this channel and they made this content, and this is the official trailer for the series.
Is somebody can say action?
I'm having a good time.
Having a good time. In this video, 50,000 likes. I'm 10 years old and I'm gonna be a YouTuber.
That voice right there, just so you guys are aware, is digitally augmented, and it's done on purpose. That is not her real voice. It is her voice, but they pitch it just slightly so it sounds even more that way for predators. Like, I don't know how else to tell you this. That's made specifically for the predators that are watching her channel. I don't even know who this kid is, and I can tell you that by watching that for 2 seconds.
There's some days where we could pay for an entire college career in one day. The sky's the limit in this business.
I hope the Fish Fam's going to be honest, and I got to be honest with you guys. The Fish Fam watch my videos. They think they're funny. You're not going to find it funny today, Madison. Sorry. Yeah, I'm going to be roasting the shit out of you guys. You guys are one of the worst out there, and I think it's disgusting when you do, and then justify it with your stupid bullshit excuses. It's not going to fly here. You either there, country singer boy.
Kid influencers, it's huge. Millions of views, millions of subscribers.
3 years old, they're taking the internet by storm.
We had a viral video. People came to subscribe to us, and I said, well, I guess we got to make videos.
I've talked to that asshole too. I've talked to most of these people in this video, actually. They're the ones out there who, they watch my content. They actually don't disagree with me at all in any way whatsoever, by the way. All of them agree with me. But all of them will continue to do it because they honestly just don't give a shit. The money matters more than anything else to these people. And until one of their kids gets hurt or otherwise, they ain't going to change anything. And then when it does happen, when one of their kids does get hurt or hates them or whatever, doesn't like what happened to them on the internet, they're going to feign like, oh, woe is me. But there is no excuse after knowing what we now know about this entire internet world and artificial intelligence and parasocial relationships and everything like that, that you know the dangers of this, and the fact that you don't give a shit and you can overlook all that and put your kids out there, holy shit, man.
Only a little bit of subscribers with that bell.
Before social media,
we had like nothing.
we had to find something that could support our family.
And so we chose exploitation.
Madison pranked me that she was having the baby early, and it did 6.2 million views. So naturally, we want to do it again because we got to get the views, you know?
I mean, at least he's being honest. At least shit ass is being honest.
Okay, that's not how. Listen, I can only do it if you're cooperating.
Can you just shoot me fancy?
I'm done.
Cannot wait to watch this shit.
Hey guys, it's me, Ethan.
You don't have to say, hey guys, it's Ethan all the time. You already said it one time, okay?
He's just copying what you do, shit ass.
Sometimes we have to do videos, and I don't want to do it that day.
We treat it like a business. That's why we've continued to do well.
Nice hat.
I don't feel like we're exploiting our kids.
Oh yeah? Okay.
You have over 100,000 subscribers, and you don't even know what you're doing.
The never-ending demand.
I see why this guy was reaching out to me, trying to talk to me and try to put out fires, because I was ready to come for the McClures family, and now I am more. And I can see why, because I didn't know that this was coming out. He did, but I didn't know, and he was trying to put out fires.
More content. I feel this obligation to let everyone be part of our life.
Oh, big audiences can translate to big dollar signs for these creators.
audience is 30% guys.
Oh my gosh.
A male commented, "Please keep her safe. She's my future wife."
All these people in their little comments, anything wholesome, they want to attack it.
Oh, wholesome, eh? Holy shit. She said that out loud. She doesn't believe that. It's wholesome. Okay, when you see how the content is made, and apparently this show is going to show us how it's made, is that wholesome? When you're forcing your kids to work, when they're in bad mood and grumpy and they're fighting? Is it wholesome? It's not f***ing wholesome. None of this shit is wholesome. Wholesome means it's from the heart. It happens naturally. It's like we captured this thing. You cannot create wholesome and call it real, okay? I mean, you can create it and say this is fake wholesome, okay, but it's not f***ing wholesome. This whole industry is Satan's asshole, okay? The whole thing.
Am I doing this business because I loved it so much? Do they love it?
What is social media? I don't know actually.
Well, you don't know, but there's millions of people that have parasocial relationships with you, including predators. And people are really excited about it because it's just dropped, and it is on Hulu, and I want you to go watch it. I'm going to start watching it tonight with my wife. We're gonna watch it and take notes. I won't be able to put the Hulu versions up. Like I guess we can stream it together and watch it if you want on my Rumble channel. I mean, I don't get paid over there to do it, but I don't care. This is one of the most important things we can do. If you want to watch that together, maybe that's what we do. My wife does want to watch it though, so maybe I'm gonna watch with her. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but it's gonna be really, really exciting to watch. Let's watch the next clip from their channel. Okay, let's get to the next one here, and it's here's the McClures journey. So now, what I know of the McClures, I don't hate these people as much as I hate everybody else. They have opened a dialogue with me, and I appreciate that when families do that. Same with Madison, not to the same degree as McClures, but I have spoken with Madison, not Kyler. Kyler's a shit ass. I don't like him. I'd like to fight Kyler, actually. You know, those YouTube boxing matches. I'm not big enough though, but I'd like to fight him. That's what I'd like to do. Or pickleball. Maybe we'll do pickleball. But I have spoken to the McClures, and these guys are like, oh, hey, we operate many businesses, and this isn't just the only way we make our money. But let me be clear, McClures, this is the main way that they make most of their money. Okay? And he's talking about branching into other businesses, and we want to do all these other things. And the only way he got that level of wealth and ability to invest in other businesses and companies is by exploiting these two twin girls, who aren't even his, by the way. Right? They're not his biological children. So the McClures are definitely going to be a staple on this channel, okay? Because they the ones that went into that crazy Bop House for Babies video where they're all going to team up with other child influencers, and they kicked out What's-Her-Face for being a shit mom and everything else. They're all shit parents, okay? Like, you might not be the worst, and I'm glad you opened a dialogue with me, but you're shit for doing this to your children. Like, there's just no way around it. Okay, there is never going to be an excuse, and I know we're going to hear all the excuses, okay, especially from Fishfam. But we're going to hear these three families that they talk about. You're going to bring out the book, and every time you're going to hear shit like, oh, it's a digital scrapbook. Oh, it's memories. Oh, it's not exploitation because the kids love it. That's what you're going to hear. Oh, well, we make a lot of money doing this, and so that's justification for exploitation. I mean, if that was justification enough, then trafficking would be fine because you're making money. No problem. Right? Off with that stupid excuse. Okay? In the end, the black and white of it all is that children cannot give informed consent to being on the internet. Kids can't be influencers. Kids can't consent to being influencers. I have a shirt, which you can go to dadchallengepodcast.com and buy it. I mean, this would have been a perfect damn shirt to wear for this video, but I didn't even think of it. Kids can't consent to being influencers, and kids aren't content. This is a big conversation right now that everybody is talking about, and this is very timely, and I'm glad they did it. So, without further ado, let's look at the McClures. This one's 8 minutes and 28 seconds, but we'll obviously going to be talking about it.
My name is Ava. I'm 6 years old. My birthday is in July 12th.
So, let me stop you there. Now, if you don't understand the danger of what you just heard, think about this as if you were a person who studies predators. Like, we had Dr. Leslie Dobson on, right? She talks about how the information gathered on here is really important to predators. The first thing, if you don't know anything in the McClures, you now know how old this child is and when her birthday is. Okay, you know where they live. I don't know if they go to school. They're probably homeschooled because they're content babies, right? That's another thing that's really sad. These kids don't really have any real friends, and the friends that they do have are other content influencer kids. Okay, and that's not real friends. Okay, these kids do not have normal lives. They do not get to enjoy a real childhood. They don't. especially if your parents are Fishfam or LeBrant's. Those kids are literal content farms. They are working 24 hours a day. Okay, it's bullshit. They do not have a normal childhood, which is why places like Utah, places like, where is it, Minnesota, which apparently borders Canada, are making laws to stop this shit. And it's just the beginning, don't get me wrong. All of these laws are going to start catching up soon, and they are going to be putting in pretty strict laws about, hey, no more paid content with children under the age of 14. I think you're going to see that, and YouTube is going to fight against it, and so will all the other social media platforms, because they make billions of dollars off children. Okay, they will fight.
And I'm turning 7. I have a twin sister. My life is great.
I think I'm good with your hair for now. Alexis, can you hurry up so I can get you done?
And they all signed contracts to do this documentary, again, 5 years ago, when this shit wasn't being talked about like we are talking about it now. And I bet you most of them, if not all of them, have probably fought with lawyers to try to get this not released, is what I'm saying. This is what I'm thinking.
I'm 6 years old, and I have a sister, and I'm 1 year older. I'm my sister.
I don't know what these kids are saying.
She.
And you know what? It's telling a lot of these kids who, and kids, all kids sometimes, not all kids, but kids develop at different ages. I understand that. But if your 6-year-old speaks like a toddler, it's because you're not actually giving them the attention they need and educating them and teaching them words and phrases and all that kind of shit like you're supposed to do with your child. Because what takes over for your child is the fact that they're content babies, right? And that's the most important thing. And so you forego the actual traditional upbringing of a child, and you supplement it with them working. And so a lot of kids, especially in Dr. D Dozens, world and everything else, these kids, they can barely speak because the parents are not literally teaching their children how to speak. They're not teaching them how to spell, how to read, nothing, because they're content kids. And that is I'm not saying it's 100% the reason why, but it's very prominent in a young influencer children. They're not getting proper educations. None of them are. Okay, Piper Raquel can't even read and she's almost 18. That's insane because she skipped school her whole life.
She talks a lot and she never lets me talk loud. You talk a lot.
I was recording a video for my own posterity, just for later. Oh, look at you girls, you're so funny. I had an Instagram, Justin had an Instagram. We didn't have one for the girls until they were 3.
What? You didn't have an Instagram for your kids until they were 3? Like, what's taking you so long? Hear yourself, lady. Hear yourself. That's another thing. These people who start Instagram for babies, you should be put in prison for that. What does a 3-year-old need Instagram for? It's bananas. And the only people who are going to follow them are your adult audience who have Instagram. It's not other children, because children don't have Instagram. So you literally want full-grown adults just following your child. You want that because it's monetizable. Man, these people hear themselves ever?
And at 3, a little into 3, and at 3.5 was when the viral video happened. Do you know that you're twins?
Yes.
What does that mean? Do you have the same face?
Yes.
That means you're identical twins.
Yes.
Ava was born 1 minute older than Alexis. 1 minute.
But I want bigger.
You want to be older? But Lex, don't cry.
I'm okay.
It's funny to think of how that 1 minute older video just like skyrocketed. I think they had 10,000 followers really fast. And I was like, 10,000? I definitely don't know 10,000 people. What?
And didn't give you, I don't know 10,000 people. Why are 10,000 people following my child? And that doesn't scare the shit out of you. That's the difference between regular people and influencers. They thrive in it. They're like, I cannot believe we got these followers. Whereas a regular person who loves their child, who wants to protect them, says, holy shit, that's too many people I don't know. That's a huge red flag. And they don't see that as a red flag. They see that as a green flag to continue to make more content. That's the difference between a good parent and a shitty parent.
Why do you think people want to watch that kind of content?
I think people like to watch thoughtless entertainment. Why do people watch puppies?
We're not thoughtless entertainment.
Let him speak, please.
People.
He's saying, shut up.
Have to think sometimes. Like, why do people like to watch cute puppies? It's cute. Why do people like to watch cute kids? They're cute.
Yeah, what about predators? People, and he's right. Like, to the point, the reason why this content, it's not mainly predators. Okay? But is it a percentage of predators? That's enough for you to be like, okay, we're not doing this anymore. And it is, okay? It really, really is. How many times do we have to see a video where a guy pulls up to a kid's house who has a YouTube channel and stands outside until he's arrested? Right? How many times do we have to see an Imaginary story where a guy comes and blows the door off and tries to kill the family with a shotgun? Right? How many times does a predator have to follow you at a mall or follow you around or come to the meet and greets that you have for your children until you're going to speak up again? It is cute content, yes. I get that. But it's also full of predators who are watching it. And that's why when you see a video where a kid's mouth is wide open because he went to the dentist, that gets more views, and you're like, and if you don't want to ask the question, why did this video get a big bump in views? But then you look at the thumbnail and see that it's your child eating a hot dog or a pickle or something like that. I mean, the first time it's forgivable. The second, third, fourth, fifth time, 10th, millionth time, it's not forgivable anymore because now you're riding this. And you'll see Fishfam will talk about this. They did this fake video where she broke her water and it's like a scam prank, and then they did it again because, again, you got to get the views, right? But the first time it's forgivable. You're like, what the heck? Why did we get a big bump in views here? And if you took a look at the analytics and saw that it's males watching it and that the thumbnail is your kid's mouth wide open, again, that's fine after that. No more after that. But the fact is, none of them do that. They find that algorithm, they find that formula that works. And unfortunately, it's because the predators now come to the yard, and then they just repeat it because it brought them views. And then it becomes a place where a playground for predators. That's really what it is.
Okay. I would say our brand is very much family-friendly content.
You have to know what your audience wants. Our audience...
Imagine looking out your window and seeing these people.
They're there for the family.
Yes, but a portion of your audience is also predators there for the little kids. And you know it because you've seen the comments, and Dave agreed. He has agreed that he has seen things like this in his content. Again, imagine yourself as a parent. Any of you out there who have children, okay? And you're just walking, or you live in a neighborhood, and you see a stranger that might have just moved in. And that stranger comes up or in passing walks by you and your kids and says, oh, hey, baby, what's up? I love your kids, right? Make sure you save them for me later, right? What the are you doing? Right? You're going to be calling the police. You're going to be making sure that you're going to be running away. You're not going to be coming up. But if it's in the comment section, that's no problem. Right? And we've seen countless times where we've seen predators leave disgusting comments about children. And you're going to see this. They'll admit it. They'll tell you that it's happened. And it's okay online, though. But here's the thing. It's not, because it's more dangerous because you can't see that person. You don't know if they live next to you. They don't know if they're following you. You don't know if they're looking up your address, which they can find in 2 seconds by looking at your front door, taking a reverse Google search of your front door, and they'll find the listing of it. You don't know how easy it is to find you. And now with the emergence of AI, now they can just take that content and turn it into whatever they want and trade it with their disgusting buddies. Okay? And eventually that's not going to be good enough for these Plutos. They're going to come searching for your child, and they're going to find them. Okay? We're just waiting for that moment. And it's going to happen. We're just waiting. Not in the McClures maybe, but it's going to be one of these major family vlogs with these little kids where you know everything about them, including their birthday, including their favorite snack, including what they're wearing, including where they love to go.
He's doing like this. Looks like he's playing that.
The twins, they were just natural entertainers. We'll see. Come on, let's see. Jersey is a bit different. Let's out here. Okay, so Mama get you. Come here.
Spraying that guy with a hose who was my neighbor.
Here, come here. Mama get you. He's got his own personality, very strong with it. He's his own kid. Come. Okay, Mama get you. Come here.
This kid is taking away his consent to be in this video, if you consider that any of these kids are giving consent, which you can't. But some of these parents will say, well, look, I love doing it. Does that kid look like he loves doing it? No? Okay. So what right now he's terrified, doesn't want to be in the video, and you're filming it for content because he's terrified, but you're using that terrified. Kid's terrified of Spider-Man. That kid is not giving consent to be in this video, and nor will they ever be able to. And that's what these people do.
Here, come here. Mama get you. Mama get you. Oh. He doesn't like you, Spider-Man. Oh.
Nobody likes fat Spider-Man.
I didn't realize we could make a living off social media, but I did think there was something very special about our family. And I thought our family can be an inspiration to other people.
It's Jones's birthday, and He's turning 2 years old.
Going over to the Riverside Epicenter for his birthday. It's going to be super, super exciting. Glad you guys are coming along. We're
It's not going to be super exciting.
excited for his birthday.
You've gotten so big. So we post.
Like, look at this. They got a person that follows them around with a camera all day, and there's like, I know that this kid just doesn't maybe see, but this is their reality. Imagine this is your f***ing reality. And so it's almost grooming to a degree, because these kids have to be groomed to understand what cameras are, and then they can act natural around them. They are literally born on a camera. Camera is filming the vagina of the kid coming out. They are born on a camera. That's if you think about, guys, that's heartbreaking. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't film these amazing moments, but they're not born on a camera. It's like, oh, here's a moment, let's watch it later when you're older, and haha, laugh. These are actual family memories. They are born on camera for money. There's a big difference. They're born on camera for a very wide audience of people, including predators. That's different.
Post it on our social account.
But they'll tell you, be like, oh, I knew from memory.
We are having a birthday party for him, and we wanted to invite some of our supporters and followers.
He doesn't like being on camera.
And Jersey fans. It's gonna be 40 kids there. 40 kids, 60 adults. Jersey, did you hear me? 40 kids, 60 adults.
And how many of those are people that you know?
He's 2. He doesn't know anybody.
Know your friends or family?
None. It is a bunch of people we don't know.
Excuse me? You're taking for your kid's 2-year-old birthday party. You're doing a meet and greet because you're YouTubers with f***ing strangers? Like, good parents. Great parenting. Love it. Idiots.
People say things like, what if you're putting your kids online? What if there's, child predators watching?
Not what if. There is.
You can't control that. So for me, that's like saying, oh, there's, bees in the world. You should never go outside. They might sting you. Well, they're not right here.
You idiot. Oh my God, these people. That's what you're gonna say. They just keep coming up with shit. Well, I mean, there's dangers in the world. What are we gonna do? Stay in our house the whole time? No, you moron. But if you know that there is a danger, like, are you gonna send your kids out to take down a freaking wasp hive out the back because there's bees out there? Right? You're gonna film near that? You're gonna allow those to grow around your kids, or are you gonna hire somebody to come get rid of that wasp nest, or do it like me last year and just spray it and run away? Right? Are you gonna put your kids near the wasp's nest? That's what we're talking about. Right? And you're not going to do that. Right? So her excuse doesn't fly here, because there's bees outside. Yeah, there could be a couple of bees here and there, but if there's a million bees and they're growing out in your backyard, and you're going to put your kids in the vicinity of the beehive, are you? No, you're not. And that's what you're doing here. Like, their logic, and again, this is weaponized illogic. So they want to have, how do you say this? Like, justifiable deniability, or whatever you call it, plausible deniability, where they're like, look, I didn't think that. And in their heart, they have to come up with these excuses because they know this is wrong. They 100% know this is all wrong. And so they have to, over time, come up with these justifications because they get a lot of comments about it. People like me arise in this industry that come and ask all the questions, and they've got to come up with something. And then they come up with something, there's bees. So, I mean, what, we're just not going to go outside anymore? No, but if there's a predator living in your backyard, you're not going to send your kid out there, right? Right? I've said this a million times too. Err on the side of caution. There is absolutely no need for your child to be on the internet. No need whatsoever. You can film your shit. You can put it on a hard drive. You can put it on a DVD, whatever you want. You can do all the things you want to do. It's when you put it in front of a large audience that it changes. Okay, but they think we're just regular people putting videos. No, you're not. These are massive audiences that you're putting it in front of, which include literal thousands and thousands and thousands of predators.
My kids aren't affected by them right now. We're perfectly fine with protect.
My kids aren't affected by predators. How the do you know? How do you know what they're taking of your kids and putting in artificial intelligence, or just taking themselves and sharing it with creep? How do you know? Okay, and when you do find out, what you do with that information matters too, because a lot of them do find out what happens, and they do get privy to these people sharing these things, and they don't care.
Them in the way that we do.
So, this is the world. Let's find where we are. I think we live in South America. No, we don't.
This guy's all like, what do you mean, kids? Well, you don't f***ing educate your kids, so how do they know where you live? They don't even speak. So, no, they're not going to know. Because all these kids do is work. And you can see because they've got a person following them around with a camera creating content 24 hours a day. No time for learning in there.
Some of the trending stuff, I was like, I don't know how to do that.
A lot of these people, like, they flaunt their success. A lot of those have way more subscribers than us, but they're doing all pranks, and, you know, we don't do any of that stuff.
Oh, so you're better.
We did see a shift in what YouTube was pushing. Some of the channels that got big or had millions of views, all they did was prank each other.
It seems like I'm the only one in this family working hard, doing things. 3 bozos right here, especially that one right there. And this might be the right time to tell you, this is pissing me off so much, I have another girlfriend. And your mama, this is why I have another girlfriend. I think I'm...
Okay. First of all, you assholes, because these kids aren't privy to this being a prank. If the kids were privy to it and they're like, okay, we're going to do this, they don't want their kids to be privy to this prank because they want their genuine reaction to dad saying that he's cheating on the mom. Like, I don't give a shit if you think it's funny. Okay, you don't do this to your children. I don't even care if you don't even prank your kids like this. And I'm glad that they're showing this. Again, I bet you the McClures didn't want this in the video. But how dare you do this to your child? Do a different prank. You know, put a costume and jump scare them. Okay, do something different. Your idea of a prank is like, let's say dad's cheating on mom and like, you guys are lazy assholes and it's pissing me off and so I have a new girlfriend. You think that's what you came up with? Man, McClures, you guys are just class grade A dickholes.
I'm not gonna live with her. I have another girlfriend who looks better than your mom. She's smarter than your mom.
I hate these people. I hate all of these people. Every time I see it, and every time we get to see behind the scenes, I tell you this. If you saw how the sausage was made on your favorite, any influencer, and you actually got to see behind the scenes of how this shit was all made, you would never watch it. No one would ever watch this shit. Okay? Because none of it is real. None of it, like... I mean, their reaction to that, they didn't tell them, hey, we're going to do this skit where I'm cheating on your mom. They want the girl's genuine reaction when they did that. But, like, none of it is real, guys. And it's so forced. And these kids are so forced to do it all.
The video where we argued in front of our kids was a defining moment for me. We have to never do anything like this again. There's a video trend on YouTube called Disrespecting My Wife to get a reaction from the kids, something like that. And we thought that would be fun. Problem in the whole thing is that what we were doing without the girls' permission really bothered them.
All the things you're doing are without their permission and consent. But at least they're admitting it. Okay, that's really, really important what he just said there. Without their permission. Okay, so when do you get their permission for everything else? You don't. But this one probably hit back, and he probably got a lot of pushback for it because their audience wasn't into this type of thing. They weren't into they're not the ratchet, trashy shit people, right? Like, there's a lot of ratchety, trashy assholes that do this, and they were trying to go that way because it was getting a lot of views. And that's what he admitted. He's like, look, everybody was doing that, so we did it. But then he completely did a 180 because he's like, okay, well, that didn't hit. My audience didn't like it. But he just said, they didn't like that, and you didn't get the permission. You didn't get the permission for any of this. None of it, buddy. But thanks for admitting it.
Our mom and dad didn't put that video out, and we're glad they didn't.
I made a switch with our video strategy.
Showed it on here, though, you dumbasses.
We don't have to try to look at the other lanes and say, how do we get bigger views? How do we grow? Now we're at a...
Yes, you do. You're lying. Yes, you do.
Point where we can just stay in our lane. And, you know, this is the time to do other things with it.
Now that you're 11, almost 12, what would you guys tell other kids about your job?
First, that it's fun. Some videos might not be fun, but
First, it's fun. Most of them are not, though.
sometimes you have to do them, like maybe it's a brand deal that you make money off of.
So we partnered with Nike to make some fun, cool soccer posters.
Nike.
We had a Nike brand deal, and we had to do a few shorts and 2 videos, but it was worth it because first of all, the videos were fun, and second of all, they paid us $500,000.
Two shorts and a long video. $500,000. And now you guys know why these people do this. Don't ever listen to the McClures and be like, oh, we love our kids, we do it for our children. $500,000. So when he comes out, and he will inevitably come out and be like, look guys, I have other businesses. I sell this flash for your camera. Okay? He hasn't made $1,000 off that yet. Okay? He's probably invested more money in that than he's ever going to make. Okay? They'll tell you that they have their side businesses, and this is only one of the things. $500,000? He kept that out of our conversation, because if he would have told me that, I'd have been like, do you hear yourself? $500,000 for one brand deal. Holy shit. And you guys, like, again, thank you for tearing off the curtain, the veil, freeform videos, for doing this and getting this out of these kids, because that was really, really important. And that is why these people do this. And what percentage of that will they see? Let's say they see 10% of it, $50,000. Okay? That's not enough. That's all them doing it, but the parents took the lion's share of the money.
So that was good.
Listen, I get why people may have opinions of you're forcing this on them or you're making your kids do that. And I also think some people feel very validated when it comes out about a certain family. And oh my gosh, those kids were locked up unless they performed or this and that. They're like,
why do you say it like that? Why do you do that? Why did you make your voice all performative? Because that is happening. Okay? She has to do that. She has to infantilize it or make it sound like she's not putting the weight on it. She's not putting the respect on it that it deserves. And she does it on purpose because she wants you to know she doesn't give a shit about that. Right? That's really important that she does it that way. So she's like, nah. You'll get the away with that. Okay? Because this is one of the most important things we're talking about in our generation, who's growing up on the internet and being exploited and fleeced online for their childhood, for innocence, and for all the money that they made. This is happening and maybe you guys are paying your kids, and congratulations, okay? But most aren't. And you influence others to do this bullshit, and when they hear that from your child, that you got paid $500,000 to do one ad for a company, they're going to want to do that. You're going to influence others to do this.
I know. That's probably what all these creators are doing.
We've been filming you guys for more than 5 years. Do you think that in 5 years' time you'll still be doing social media?
I think in 5 years, definitely, but that won't be my main income. I'll be an actor. Yeah, I'll be...
You're not going to be an actor. Now, I know they're going to try to leverage us to be on Nickelodeon or Disney or whatever. It's not going to happen. I promise you guys. And a lot of these kids, again, they think that they are this and they're not. They think they're more talented than they really are. I mean, look at Everly LeBrant. Probably a very talented dancer, but have you seen her music? And she gets made fun of online for it. She became a lol cow. If you don't know what a LOL cow is, it's literally a farm where they literally milk LOLs out of them. Does that make any sense? A lol cow, LOL cow, is a cow that you make fun of to get jokes out of. Okay, Doherty Dozen on TikTok with the black Santa napkin, that's a lol cow. Alex, Big Red on Doherty Dozen, lol cow. The whole family are lol cows. These kids all grow up like Alex. Look at, they're licking his lips on TikTok thinking he's all that in a bag of chips. Okay, no, man. They have this false sense of what they really are, and they're going to grow up with that, and they're going to be very highly disappointed when they find out they're actually not talented at all in anything, and that people were just watching them because they just grew up on the internet. And predators were liked what they had out there, and they're actually not talented. None. You're not going to be an actor. I'm glad you have dreams and aspirations, but it's not going to be that way. And you're not going to be able to leverage this to get it. It won't happen.
Be an actor, and also I'm still a YouTuber, but that's not animal. Yeah, my mate.
Well, I'll tell you this. You'll make more money as a YouTuber than you will as an actor any day of the week. All of these children that you see on the internet, most of them are way more wealthy than any kid you've ever seen grow up in any show. Okay? Most of them are.
And if you weren't doing social media, what do you think you'd be doing instead?
Besides an actor, I would be nothing. I'm a kid. I don't have a job. Well, kinda I have a job, but like... Our YouTube channel, McClures Twins, is already at 3 million. And on Instagram, we got 2.4 million.
See, these kids go around worrying about numbers, about followers, about likes, about everything else. This is like their reality. Most kids worry about like, hey, where are the goldfish? Who ate all the snacks? You know, I want to go out and play, ride my bike, hang with my friends. What are we doing? When are we going to the theme park? When are we going to Disney? I have to go back to school shopping. Like these are like normal kid things. Is like, I got the new, my daughter wants to go get the new drop of Jelly Cats. And I love that about my kids' childhood who are growing up normal, right? They're worried about these little tiny things and getting the good books and figuring out crafts and drawing. These kids are like, look how many followers we have. You don't think that they go to school, if they go to school, which I don't think they do. And they're like, look, we got $500,000 for that Nike ad. You don't think that that's a big part of who they are?
And then the McClures is at 3.56 million, I think. I've been checking.
How are you remembering?
Because I've been checking.
Before, they didn't
So they do let their kids online checking, meaning they're reading comments.
really know what was going on. Now they're at the age where they're like, oh, it's clicked for them.
They look at the analytics more than we do, like Alexis especially.
Yeah, I see that chart where, like, how many people watch from US.
Click analytics, and it shows you 30% male, mostly 35 to 44.
He just said that out loud. Holy shit, guys. Listen to this for a second. They have 3 million subscribers at this point. He's saying it. 30% of those are male watching 2 little girls. I did this about every little brand early in my channel. It was 70% on the channel analytics, on the engagement analytics, not their back end analytics. So you can bet that on a 30% male audience that the engagement analytics is likely high 60s, high 70s for males over the age of, and he just said over the age of 30. Why are males over the age of 30 watching this content? What? And don't be like, oh, it's the kids watching on their dad's accounts. No, because that's not how it usually works anyway. Your kids aren't going on your phone and being like on your channel and be like watching it. That is analytics he just showed you. That's disgusting what you just saw. There is no reason for adult males over the age of 30% of them, which means it's a higher percentage of adult males over the age of 18 are watching 2 little girls on YouTube. Guys, hear that. Don't miss that, please. Interesting.
What?
You got over 30% guys. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
And they're all sussed about it. They're all like, oh my God, what do you mean? Yeah, you're catching on now. Why are guys watching us? Good question. Keep asking it.
We started doing YouTube Live like a few weeks ago.
Like, I bet you didn't want that in the video either.
We had to ask our parents and like convince them and stuff because we can't just be alone in the room with people without them watching.
It's okay if they're watching with you, though. It's okay to have the predators in there.
Because there's good and bad people. Mostly bad. Yeah. Not on our live, but I'm saying in the world.
And where would you get that information from? Because you clearly don't go to school. So if she thinks mostly bad people exist in the world, that's something that's come from her parents. Her parents have said this. And good for them for saying, hey, look, stranger danger. These kids have a healthy stranger danger, and I like that. Okay, I'll give them that. I'll give them props. But this kid says that out loud, which means that, like, okay, then why are we on the internet unfettered to the whole world to watch us grow up? Why? See, you can't click these. It's not, this fucking shit's not clicking for this family. It's not clicking.
No. Humans are killing the earth. That's negative.
Anything that we've done in the past 5 years, I couldn't have thought about it, imagined it, predicted it.
Follow us.
Our daughters blazed a trail. I think
Your daughters didn't blaze shit. You guys did this against their consent. They didn't do any of this. This is all you. Don't put it on them.
set them up pretty well to do it, and they can turn it into whatever they want to do. I mean, this is their future. I would love for them to be their own empire.
Empire of what? Anyway, does that not enrage you? Man, it should enrage you. Okay. All right. So let's get to the Fishfam one. And again, I'm going to watch these and be taking notes. And oh man, I'm coming back. Thank you, Freeform, again, so much for making this documentary series. This is one of the most important pieces of information we've ever gotten. We get to see the back end. $500,000. I didn't even think it was that much, guys. I didn't. When Mike Christopher was talking about liquid gold mines back in the day, I'm thinking 50 grand. You know, that's a lot of money. Man, when I hear that these kids get an ad read for $500,000, I am absolutely floored. And now this all you need to know is that's the only reason these parents do this shit. It ain't for digital scrapbooking, okay? It's for the bag. That's what it's for. I'm sorry I'm swearing so much. This stuff enrages me because these people think we're stupid. All right, here's the Fishfam one. Now, again, history. I've done a bunch of videos on Fishfam. They're connected to the LeBrants. They're a Christian. I had an epiphany about this guy in a video. I'm like, this guy looked like a country singer, and I was just laughing it off. And it turns out he's a aspiring country singer. It was so funny, and to this day people think like, oh, you found out. I'm a blind reactor, guys. So when I found this guy as a country singer, it was one of the most important moments that I trust my gut when I see something. And he was an aspiring country singer. He hasn't gone anywhere with it, right? These people, it just proves to you that they use their kids to get high and mighty, make a ton of money and get famous, and then they try to leverage that fame for their own good, but nobody follows them. Nobody wants to see this guy in concert at his country concert because they're following them for children. And when these people do take their kids off, they lose hundreds of thousands of followers. The predators stop watching. They lose a big chunk of their income. Like, that's the truth. And they know it. But Madison here, Bon Tempo, is an absolute donut when it comes to her excuses. And I know she watches me and she likes my videos. She thinks she laughs at them. They like that I do videos about them. They laugh. They probably sit down and watch together. But it's not jokes anymore, guys. Again, when you see the dangers, and I've expressed that and I've shown you them, you gotta listen up.
I would say we're one of the beginning front runners of family vlogging and families being on the internet. We're like,
here, before we get to them, I just want to see what they're making, because they don't vlog as much anymore. 4.7 million. I thought they had way more than that. Holy shit. They're still making so much money. 20.4 million long views. Holy farts. Hundreds of thousands a month they're making. Hundreds of thousands. Jojo Siwa was a big thing for them. Here's Everly LeBrant. So their top videos are fame off of other people. They can't even leverage their own kids for their fame. So that's Everly LeBrant, Tabe and Oakley sneaking in middle school. Again with Everly. So yeah, they're just your average bullshit garbage people. All right, here we go.
I like the OGs.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back.
We're known as the Fishfam.
We couldn't come up with any other names. It's like we're the Fisher family. I don't know.
Good one, buddy.
Fish fam.
This guy gave up a long time ago, and like in this, what I've noticed about this, and I've seen a couple clips, and we'll show you one on TikTok in a second here. He's so cocky. He's like so like I do whatever I want. I let you guys in here. Like these kids do whatever the like. This guy is he's a chode. He's a Chad chode. He's your like you're a country singer, bro. Relax. That's failed.
Our full-time job is just social media.
I'm Tatum. And I'm Oakley. Austin.
We have Oliver, our little boy. He's 18 months old, and this is a boy. We're actually members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Mormons, man. Again, if this doesn't make you hate Mormons even more, because Mormons are one of the most prolific child exploiters on the internet. Almost all of the major big ones have some type of faith, and 80% of those are Mormon. Because Mormons, I think someone released something that Mormons, the Mormon church actually hires influencers and says, here, talk about the church in this way, and they give them money for it. I haven't seen the receipts for it yet, but someone sort of put a TikTok out there that said that they, I got this email. She has the receipts for it. She's on Instagram. I've asked her to speak to me about it. I haven't connected yet, but like apparently that's what they do. Okay. And again, the reason why Mormon influencers are so big is because Mormons consume Mormon content because they don't think it's safe to consume content that's not safe. Does that make sense?
And people will know us as Mormon.
I like to do fun stuff, go to fun places and play my iPad. I like to go to fun places and do fun stuff at home.
We started posting in 2016 on YouTube. It was a great opportunity to have people see us and to get other opportunities through that because we were already in the acting space.
The acting space. Yes, he's done some acting. I'll give him that. The acting space.
We started it for any people who were really putting their kids online. And that's what people originally started following us for.
And again, I got to give them credit. I will give credit because these people have the balls to come on here and do this. But they'll admit it to you. The reason people follow us is for our children, not for dad's country singing, ventures and my taking my picture of my ass in tights. They're coming for the kids.
Are you kidding me? We grew pretty fast. At one point, like 350,000 subscribers a month. We worked with the biggest names that you've heard of. Jake Paul.
Yeah, that's good. Definitely have your kids around Jake Paul. That sounds safe.
Logan Paul, David Dobrik, Liza Koshy, Jojo Siwa.
You know what? I'm gonna do that. You know what? I'm gonna get you.
They were probably one of the, if not the top family on the internet.
No, LeBrant's fucking blew them way out of the water, and so did. They only have 4 million subscribers, so no. I know that's a lot, don't get me wrong, but man, 4 million is nothing compared to a lot of the other famous vloggers out there.
How does social media impact childhood?
See, I'm actually trying to wonder that too.
Oh, now you're wondering it? That's f***ing convenient. You're right. I'm wondering that now. A little late to be wondering. You don't wonder after you've done it. You'd be like, geez, should we have done this? Are you f***ing kidding me right now? Again, thanks for being honest, but holy shit, have you heard yourself? Have you heard yourself speak? You know what? I'm wondering if what we just did was the worst thing we could have done. It is! Spoiler alert!
Our kids are still so little that I don't even know what impact it even has yet.
So why don't you take a gander at those who have like exited this type of world and take a look at their experience? Because we have a lot of that. Madison, have you ever considered that? You know, looking at all the other kid influencers who came out on the other side who hated it? No, you haven't taken a look at that? No? Okay, just checking.
Like, they grew up doing it, like being on camera all the time.
Not a flex.
It's just like natural.
They spelt together. It's going to be so fun watching the boys grow up together. And that's the scariest thing you've ever read in your life.
For them, you know.
He has to have a nickname. What about Chloe?
I don't think you go in delivering in full makeup. Dude, you keep having babies every year because having babies is their business. Guys, this is how this works. And having babies on the internet is big business. It is mega money, big bucks. Again, you're thinking $500,000 for a Nike. Yeah, these people are making they're making money that's just FU money. They don't give a shit. When you make so much, when you make this kind of money, you are literally blind to anything else, including the safety of your children. You cannot take it in consideration. You will never be able to live with yourself if you actually sat down and thought about it, because you wouldn't. So some of them just live in the ignorance of it all, but some of them know, and the ones who know and then they continue, that's evil, man. And you claim to know Jesus Christ after that, that's actually the epitome of evilest heart I've ever seen. Understanding the danger and saying things like, I don't know how it's going to affect them, and then saying you claim Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. Can you understand that for a second? Take a step back from your wealthy, crazy, lofty perch and just listen to that for a second. Are you not scared of burning in hell? Not a little bit? No? Nobody? Okay, just checking.
What happens in like a few years?
Yeah, totally.
Right? Yeah!
Like when they're like 8 and they know about it, they know about the following. I wonder what that would be like.
So then you should probably exploit them, even though you don't know what it's going to be like. Again, if you can't even understand what the future's going to be like for them, how can they consent to this? Thank God she said that out loud, but how can they consent when you don't even know what it's going to be like?
Who knows?
You're still gonna need a six-pack. Are you making excuses?
Yes.
Why are you editing with sunglasses on? Tyson, do you do that?
I'm gonna add the ending and send this off. Sometimes we're on with our delivery schedule, and sometimes we're off, and we're really off.
Kidding me, right? Is he trolling? This is a huge waste of the wealth that you brought in, because you're not getting a kickback. I could release a music video, and he's talented. I can give you that. He is a talented singer. I could release a country video tomorrow, and I would get more than 13,000 views on it. Okay, maybe I should release a country music video about how family vlog. Maybe I should start doing this. I should start doing roasting songs, legitimate production roasting songs of these people, just for fun, because I can do it. Like, are you sitting there wasting your family's wealth that you built off the backs of your children to make a shitty video where you're wearing a cow onesie? Are you serious right now? Holy shit.
New baby's throwing off the whole schedule.
Ah, damn new babies throwing off schedules. New babies.
So cute.
We're just doing everything we can to keep up. I think there's a lot of people that think that
See, this guy, you know, he's... Do you get the smarminess? Like, if smarmy was in the dictionary, and it is, his picture's next to it. Smarmy. He doesn't like his wife. She doesn't like him. His friends don't like him. He thinks he's all that in a bag of chips, and he's writing a song called Giddy Down.
this job is really easy, and to be honest with you, it's not at all.
Yeah, it is easy. It's really easy. It's super easy. Meaning it's time consuming? No, it's time consuming. I'll give you that. But it's easy. You guys make millions of dollars and you film for a few hours a day and then you get edited. And the fact that you're editing yourself when you guys make millions is crazy to me. Because why are you hiring? And he just in that video he was doing that so you could say that he does it, but he doesn't do it. Okay, they have people that film, they have people that edit for them. They don't do any of that shit. He was just wearing sunglasses and editing for some reason. Okay, it is easy, especially if you have. I do this for a living. I do 5 videos a week, and it is the easiest thing I've ever done in my entire life. I have my son editing for me. I get done here, I log off, I upload, and I walk away. It is the easiest thing, and I'll admit it to the end of time. And these people, influencers who sit out here and say this is hard, I just want you to shut the up, because you don't know what hard is. Okay, you have no idea. Stop saying this is hard, because it's not.
It's not easy at all. Logan Paul said, hey, would Madison want to be an actress in one of my Facebook skits?
That's not creepy.
Madison grew 25,000 followers the day he posted on her Instagram. That's what started this whole thing.
And you're just like, yeah, we want our daughter who you've never met in your cool videos. You're like, oh my gosh.
When we started this, we had a more home video vibe.
There it
But
is.
the world doesn't care about that as much. The world cares about trends, quick videos.
Who gives a shit what the world wants? You do, because it's about money.
What is going on?
Our views have been really low. I definitely
Lower than that.
think we were one of the top
Giddy down, buddy.
family channels for sure.
Yeah.
And what about now?
Yeah, because shit's hitting the fan and nobody wants to watch it anymore, which is awesome. I love it.
Where are you?
Now we're probably at the middle. I wish the algorithm could be how it was like 3 years ago. We
Never
are
going back, thank God.
our new and improved Fishfam channel. No more lazy videos.
See, and they get so complacent. They've made all their money off their fans, and then they start making shit because they think they can get away with it. But I don't think they realize it's not that you're making shit, even though you are making shit. It's that people are starting to wake up to this now, and I think the algorithm understands it too. Okay, and the law, if you have to make laws so that families have to pay their children to do this, and some laws are saying no more kids on the internet, if laws have to be made, there's something wrong. Okay?
I look at these other channels that do like the most insane things. And I'm thinking, there's no way that they either have a team or they're spending so many days planning.
So why do you have a team? You were millionaires.
We watch other channels and we go, you know what? They try so hard, and all we do is pick up our camera and push record. It's about time we try to do something. If we can't put the effort in, people will notice.
Well, your husband's country career isn't going to take off, and you know what? I wish it would have.
We're not putting the effort in. This is why I don't even really want to do YouTube anymore, because I feel like these kinds of videos are so dumb. Like
They are dumb.
I have so much anxiety for this silly little 5-second video.
Firehouse.
Why do you still do it?
Well, we still do it because it still makes money.
They still do it because 20 million views a month. So you imagine what they were making if she's upset about that?
Look at our account on YouTube every month, and it still has income on it.
Tons of income.
But because it's so silly, I feel like embarrassed that that's my job.
You should be embarrassed. You should be embarrassed that your job is exploiting your children. Thank God. You know what? She's getting it. Like she says the words out loud, and she does. She believes that it is embarrassing because it is, but doesn't. At the end, yes, it's embarrassing, and you should be embarrassed, but she doesn't care. That's the thing, right? I believe that is embarrassing what I'm doing, but this is how we make money. The end. You're selling your you have no dignity. Do you understand that?
It seems so dumb.
I think naturally,
I feel like I'd get along with Madison. I think we'd have some fun snark. Probably people watch at the mall. We probably would. I'd probably get along with someone like her because she's kind of aware, like kind of like Abby from Matt and Abby, kind of like her too that way. She kind of is aware of the shit, but everything else overrides the awareness anyway. So it's almost like you're almost there, Madison. You're almost there. You got it in your brain. You're probably a good person. I think you're probably a good person deep down. Your husband's a piece of shit, but you're there. But you just don't care. You know?
you do kind of like watch other people around you, and if they make a video that does well, like husband and wife fight in closet or something like that, like
Then you go do a
then you
video
go
like
do
that.
a video like that too, you know.
Just do the trends. It's like so silly.
But there were times where it's like, this will be so funny if Tatum and Oakley get into an argument.
Don't hit.
Yeah, and they did. Look,
No.
that's real, by the way, everybody. That's 7.4 million views on the kids literally scratching each other's eyes out. You think that's funny?
You guys, stop
Put the camera down.
it right now.
And sure enough, we made millions of views. One of our biggest videos is with JoJo's
The biggest video, not one. The biggest 2 videos that they have.
too, and we faked a broken leg. People love the demise of another human. They love to watch people get hurt. They love to watch people emotional.
We did have some people who were like, why would you pull a camera out during this moment? And it's true. It's like, why you don't want to pull a camera out during stressful times when you need to like help your kid.
Like them scratching each other's eyes out? You mean like that? Again, she's there. Madison, you're there. I know you're watching this. You're there, girl. More power to you. You're sort of getting it. Thank God you still got, because I think there's hope for you. Okay, but you're there. But the fact that you're there and you still don't want to change and do something different, that you know, is how are you going to justify that to your children when they get older and they hate you? Right? Because every kid's going to go through this shit. You're going to sit there on a documentary that's going to exist in the rest of the world forever. They're going to be able to watch this when they're older, and their friends and their boyfriends and their loved ones and everybody else, and they're all going to watch this. And they say, Mom, you knew. You knew. And you didn't do anything about it. Yeah, you admitted that it was wrong to do it, and you still did it. You're putting this on the... Thank God you guys are. Again, this documentary, I don't know how they got this kind of access, but holy shit. Maybe they had more families, but they successfully sued them and they're not putting it out because he's so cocky that he probably thinks this is going to be good for him. Giddy down, bro.
We got sucked into it a little bit, you know, and then we always felt bad about it.
No, you didn't.
What sucked you into it?
She did. He didn't.
You kind of get you get a little bit addicted to the viewership. We started basically a healthy chocolate milk for kids.
It tastes delicious. It's packed with all the nutrients your kids need.
It's called Whittles. We're excited about that one.
All we want you to do is just post about it a lot.
Oh yeah.
With your children.
If we're part of a brand, but it's not just like a one-off brand deal like we normally do. If we're part of something, just post about it all the time.
Some people watching this are going to say it's because you exploit your kids.
I think that they don't really fully understand the full scope of what we do.
No, please enlighten us.
People that book roles in TV shows and movies and commercials and things like that, it's the exact same thing.
No, it's not.
It's just we have the production inside of our home.
That's also bad, though. I mean, if you're saying, well, they do it, well, that's also bad. So now what? Exploiting children, no matter what, is bad. Putting them in commercials, bad. Putting them in TV shows. And you get this argument a lot. What about kids on Nickelodeon? What about kids on that? Have you ever read any of the books and the shit that's happened to these children? Have you ever seen a happy one of them? Ever seen any of them? Happy? Have you ever read Jeanette McCurdy's book, I'm Glad My Mom Died? It's being made into a TV show by, which is crazy. Have you ever... No? Never read that book? I have. Okay, have you looked at Alison Stoner on the internet? Okay, have you seen that documentary about the guy from Nickelodeon that destroyed these kids' lives? Have you seen that shit? So please don't compare it to that, because that's just bad. Have you seen Macaulay Culkin? Seen these kid actors who grew up and they had their wealth spent by their parents and they threw it all away and became drug addicts? Yeah, it's just as bad. Hollywood is just as bad. Okay? So don't give me that bullshit. That's not gonna fly here either.
Some people would say that is the exact problem. When you're in a traditional space, it's understood that it's work, whereas this is labor without any protection or regulation. Isn't that bad?
Uh-oh, Skylar, what are you gonna say about that? Giddy down.
So do you guys think that making social media, is it like work?
It's work for the people that are making it.
Huh?
Do you think it's work for you guys?
No.
Would you welcome regulation?
Totally. I mean,
he's like, no, please don't regulate. We don't want to leave this state.
If there was regulation and there was laws behind it and there was like, okay, you guys can film this amount of time, like we'd work within it. We always make sure all the kids are
He'd be like, I'd be moving to Mexico.
Happy. So I don't feel like we're exploiting our kids. I think.
Madison, you were there. You were there like 2 seconds ago. You don't feel like you're exploiting your kids? Be real. You know you're exploiting your kids. Be real, Mormon.
It's kind of a vicious cycle. I mean, you're doing it right now. You're exploiting us and you're exploiting my kids.
No. Skylar, you don't get to be all cocky and be like, you're kind of doing it right now. Here's the difference. You are giving consent for them to do this. You're an adult. You can understand the outcomes of it. This is a company's probably paying you to do this. Okay, that's good. This is a good agreement. You can do this. Where it differs is your kids can't give informed consent to doing it. Do you understand now? Are you picking it up? You cocky bastard.
Right now, for your gain.
It's a valid point. How do you feel about what we're doing?
I'm allowing you to do it.
But your kids can't. How do you not see that, Skylar? What? Or Kyler, what the hell your name is?
I'm allowing you to do it because...
There's a story to be told.
There's a story to be told.
You're getting paid to do it.
I think people
Maybe not. I hope they weren't getting paid and they just gave all this shit away to make themselves look like assholes.
are realizing that
Get a job and actually work like everyone else and let your kids be kids. Now, that's probably a comment I wrote.
we can make the amount of money they make in a year in 30 seconds.
See what she just did there? I need you to hear that. Listen.
There's a story to be told.
There's a story to be told.
I think people are realizing that we can make the amount of money they make in a year in 30 seconds.
Yeah, see? And this was done a couple years ago. You can tell Skylar's not as thick as he once was. Giddy down. And so she just said that as a flex. I don't think I make more money in 30 seconds than I make in a year. Okay, Skylar. Cool. But you do it through exploiting your children. So you do it wrong. You do it, it's disgusting. And say, I hope you're happy with yourself. And you're going to have to justify to your kids one day who are not going to want to be around you. You're going to lose the relationship with children. Is that important to you? Because it sounds like it is. You really, really need to start putting that in perspective. Get your kid off the internet ASAP, because you are going to lose the relationship with your kids as they get older. You are raising narcissistic little girls who think that they hung the moon. They're the best thing since sliced bread. Saying shit like this. They're going to pick up on that stuff. You are not doing this right. And daddy's country career is not taking off.
And so they try to make us feel bad, going, you're only making that money because your kids are in it.
That's true. But so, what so?
I'm not going to let all these people in their little comments make me take down all the most memorable moments of my life.
There it is. But page 255. You're not going to make me erase memories? Who is asking you to erase memories? Madison? Who? Nobody. You literally have a laptop on your giddy up lap right there. Put it on a hard drive. Bring it out in special occasions and watch it together. Put it on a private account. It'll exist in the cloud. This is again, it's the deflection of like, how dare you? These are my videos I want to watch. You can watch them anytime you want. Why do millions and millions of people plus predators have to watch it too? Why can't you just keep it for yourself? Like, these excuses that you hear, like, you're not even trying, man. Did you go to school? Clearly not.
So I don't know, it makes me a little emotional because like my favorite things when I was a kid was my videos that my parents took.
Yeah, but did people watch you fight and scratch each other's eyes out on the internet for millions of dollars? It's so different when you monetize it versus just film it for yourself, because film everything. You should. I have a bad memory. I film everything with my kids. Do you see those videos? No, but they exist in my phone by the thousands. I'll tell you that much. Okay, this excuse will not land. It's a dumb excuse. And it makes me infuriated because you think we're stupid. Influencers insult people's intelligence like they're intelligent. They are the stupidest people you've ever heard, because if this is the only way you can make money, you are unintelligent. Okay, you suck. You might be intelligent and understanding algorithms, but let's be real, everybody. You got lucky on the internet. You didn't do it because your content was good. You went viral at a moment and you got lucky. These people aren't like, oh, I mastered an algorithm and now I do this and that. They think they're Mr. Beast out here. You got lucky and you capitalized. That's it. So you're smart for capitalizing, but you're not smart as in that you got there on purpose. You did it by accident.
They're special.
I'm there. I got here by accident. I did not expect me to be here any day. I talked about Micah because I'm an adoptive dad, and I was talking about parental things that was important to me, and I was upset. And it was COVID, and I got lucky. And I understand it. None of these people will be like, well, I work really hard, and you got lucky.
People want to take away like the most important thing, which is families.
What? You look at her like, did you just say that? They want to take away your family? So are you saying that if you don't exploit your children on the internet, you're going to take away your family? What are you saying right now? Do you hear yourself? You were so close before. I don't like you anymore. I liked you before. I don't like you. That's such bullshit. To just say that, to like guilt your stupid followers and be like, look, see, you want to take your family. What do you mean? How does this take your family away?
I actually think the more evil the world gets, the more it's like Satan's plan. Satan's plan is to
it's Satan's plan.
Take away families,
it's Satan's plan to take away child exploitation. Actually, it's Satan's plan to continue child exploitation. That's where you're wrong. This is Satan's plan the whole time.
Away happiness, but anything wholesome.
What about your child's happiness? What about their innocence? What about their dignity? What about their privacy? What about the fact that they have parasocial relationships with adults all over the world and literal predators that follow them? What about the artificial intelligence corn on the cob that's being made about your children? What about all that shit? Does that stuff bother you at all? No? Okay. Just checking.
They like want to attack it. Oh, you're exploiting.
You are exploiting.
Who wants chocolate milk?
Too fast.
Notice how they did that? They're like, it's like you're exploiting, and then they cut to the who wants chocolate milk ad video that they did. Thank you, Freeform. That's a good edit.
Oh.
Too fast. Go back, please. You gotta wait till she says it.
See? Come on. Off.
You can wait till I say it.
Come on.
Oh, cool.
He's like, come on. Man, I don't like this guy. Dude, I'm so glad you're a shit ass and your country music is bullshit.
It's so cute. He goes back to his spot.
See, they have a whole team. They have a team.
Wayne, you're a professional. You ready?
Right now, Whittles
is wearing country boots.
This is doing really well.
We had so many, like thousands and thousands of people who are just genuinely like love our family that wanted to try out this brand.
What is it?
There's been
Is it the chocolate milk brand?
Reddit pages in the past that have said that they just don't like our family, and it was.
Oh, this is their snark page. It's just so sad that the kids are involved in stuff like this, having to put out there in such a young age with no real say in it. Yeah, that's why I think this is a good part of snark channels and snark Reddits. And again, I think mine should exist. I would not fight to have mine taken down unless they're breaking the law. But I think we have to coexist in this ecosystem. And the fact that they have it out there, so many receipts exist about Dr. Dozen on my channel, on my snark thread, that I love it. There are so many receipts that exist. When Trisha Paytas' thing got taken down, it was only good for her career. She had a major resurgence after her snark threads were taken down because people couldn't go find it. They are very, very, very important to this ecosystem.
Hate us. When people send rude stuff, like obviously it gets to me because I wonder like, well, why? What did we do wrong? Why don't you want us to be on the internet? You know, because all we're trying to do is just spread happiness, cute moments.
No, all you're trying to do is make a shit ton of money, and you are. Stop saying is, oh, we want to do a spend for you. No, you know. You're doing it wrong. You just did it. You come on in for chocolate milk, and they all ran in. No, you did it wrong. Let's do it again. You think that's how kids? Is that cute and spreading happiness? Because if the outcome is like it's cute and happiness, but the work that went into it wasn't, then it's not genuine, and your kids are suffering at the hands of that. Like, you don't get that? Oh my god!
Do you worry about your kids seeing negative comments?
Oh, if they saw that, I would feel so sad, but I would never let them see that.
Oh, and you don't think they're gonna see that eventually? Okay.
Okay. 5 years ago, the first interview we did with you when you were pregnant with Cohen, you said you have no idea what's gonna happen when Tatum and Oakley are 8.
Yeah, totally. Like when they're like 8 and they know about it, they know about the following.
It's like so cool that so many people know me.
You're not going to think that when you're 16.
But
and you said the N-word on the internet for some reason. Not enough Nelsons.
When we're like going fun places, sometimes they stop us what we're doing. Like, I like doing pictures, but like so many pictures.
Hear what she just said to you guys. This kid has become so famous that they can't go anywhere without fans approaching them in public. First of all, if that ever happens to any of your children, get them off the internet. They should not be recognized in public. Okay, that's the first thing. That's so dangerous. I don't care if you're at Disney. I don't care where you are. Because if they're going to be recognized at Disney, they're going to be recognized elsewhere. They are never going to be able to have a normal child and go anywhere alone with their friends or anything. It's never going to be able to happen for them. Look at Alex. They went to the beach. I'm just waiting for them to release the video because I'm going to do a Dr. Dozen video on this whole thing. He can't even go to the beach with Deshaun without them getting literally hounded because they're locals. And they're being hounded by people who want to troll them, not like love them. But some of them might be. But that is really dangerous. Okay? And so when you hear a child admit it on the internet that they can't go anywhere, those hundreds of strangers come up and taking pictures of them, that is super dangerous. I hate being recognized in public when I'm with my children. I don't like it. And it doesn't happen very often, but it does. And I do take a pause, and my kids aren't in my content. And I'm like, man. So I can imagine just a kid being approached. That's so dangerous.
Every second.
But are we just saying no?
Madison's like, oh my god.
Fuck off.
No.
Because then I feel like bad.
You say yes.
Mom makes their kids take pictures with strangers. That's nice.
Started by wanting to start with business. Had a failed business deal, went into social media, and now come full circle to actually wanting to start a business.
So they did this documentary because they're doing a shitty chocolate milk brand, and they think this is going to help the chocolate milk brand. It's not going to help your chocolate milk brand. It's going to fail. Okay? But I almost wish these brands do work. So it's almost like you could make a deal with the devil or Joseph Smith. They're the same person. But if you could, and said, Madison, here's your choice. Okay? You can have this chocolate milk brand. It'll make you more money than you ever know what to do with, but you have to take your kids off the internet. Would you take it? Right? You can keep your videos on a hard drive, though. The videos still exist. You can watch them whenever you want, but no one else gets to watch them. Would you take the deal?
Some of the world may see it as some form of exploitation of kids.
It is. It's 100% that. That's all it is.
Saw it as family home videos.
Yeah, until you made millions of dollars.
And it turned into something amazing.
A little happy dance for being healthy. We just want our kids
I guarantee you this shit isn't healthy.
to have an amazing, magical life. That is our goal.
They're forcing the kids to drink this shit on camera. Like, he's like, this guy doesn't even hang out with his kids, I bet. Only on video.
From now
He's a busy writing Giddy Down upstairs in the studio.
until the day we die.
So, my gut tells me, and my gut has yet to be wrong. It has yet to be wrong. And my gut was super right about him being a country musician, even though I didn't even know he sang or was one. Shit's gonna come out about Kyler someday. That's what I'm saying out loud.
And so anything we can do to make that goal happen is what we do.
Very, 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 very interesting. One of the most important series I think we're ever going to watch. I think you need to watch this. I hope Freeform doesn't copyright strike me because this shit was on YouTube and that's fair use. So I hope it works. If it doesn't, I'll be putting this on Rumble and we'll be doing a live stream about it. But very, very, very important. And to understand that making $500,000 on a brand deal is the reason these people do this. Okay, making $10 million chocolate milk deals is why they do this. Doing a country album because this is who you think you really are is why they do this. It's never for the kids. It's literally against the kids. Okay, it's never for memories. It's not for digital scrapbooking. It's for money and fame. And that's it. And these kids who are being forced to take pictures with other people at parks, including adults, that's bullshit. Okay, that's super dangerous. And in the end, it doesn't matter what they say, because artificial intelligence has changed the game as far as it comes to kids CSAM. Okay, and these kids are going to be the subject of that because they are followed by tens of thousands of predators who want to see them in those compromising positions and doing those types of videos, and so they can do that now. And the fact that they are served up on a silver platter by their own families is just the concept is crazy. They are literally being fed and trafficked to predators on a silver platter, and they are making millions doing it. There is no difference between this person doing this and feeding it to those predators and then someone actually making it and giving it to predators. There's no difference in my opinion. Okay, because they know it exists and they continue to put it out there. Stop watching these people. Hold them accountable. Get to the snark threads. Get on and understand some of these people's lore and understand it. Madison, I know you know you're wrong and that what you're doing is wrong. And in the end, I need you to understand this because I know you love your children. They are going to hate you. They already hate your dad, the husband, because the guy's not around. Okay, this country music, giddy down. You need to, if you really, really, really love your children, get them off the internet. It's the only answer, guys. If all these people, all these parents out there who say they love their kids so much, there's one way you can prove it to everybody. And none of you will do it. And that speaks volumes, and that's all we need to know. Everybody, take a deep breath. Now this video won't get that many views because this is one of the most important videos I've ever done, and I think this is really, really important. Please, please share this video. Okay, because this is the one. This is a very important video, and I'm going to watch this series, and I encourage you to watch this series as well. Please give him a view. Go follow him on Instagram and on YouTube and watch these videos. Get them out there because this is likely the only time you're ever going to see this. They signed contracts with these families 5 years ago when this shit was hopping and was fine. It's no longer fine. You're not going to be able to see the inside anymore. Family vloggers are going to keep their cards tight to their chest from now on, and they don't want you to see how the sausage is made, where we got to see it here. And really, really important to our conversation. Thank you, Freeform. And everybody, thank you for being here. I appreciate you in these tough conversations and the snark. I'm sorry I said the F word so many times today. I got so upset. But you're awesome. And those jeans you're wearing, whew, someone has a crush on you. Don't forget it, and I'll see you when I see you.